The active shooter inside a Long Island Railroad car in 1993 was one of the early mass shooters that truly stunned the country. Lisa Combatti lived through it.
The doors closed and I heard this popping sound. I looked behind me and I saw Colin Ferguson coming down the aisle, just shooting left to right, right to left.
Lisa Combatti was 7.5 months pregnant when a gunman full of rage started heading her way on the 533 train on December 7, 1993.
We just kept running forward. Like, I joined in. People ran into the bathroom, locked the doors.
The train had just left New Hyde Park.
So I got in the vestibule where the doors open, and I got myself into a fetal position trying to protect the baby. This is really where the bullet entered. It's sort of my hip area.
The woman next to her, Maria McDodo, was mortally wounded.
I looked down at her and I said, oh my God, she's so beautiful, and she's dead. I knew she was dead.
Car number 3 had turned into a scene of carnage by the time it pulled into the Maryland Avenue station in Garden City. One woman's husband got lucky.
He got down and somebody came on top of him, and that's why I think he survived, because the person on top of him was shot.
3 passengers had jumped Colin Ferguson when he paused to reload his 9mm. Lisa Combatti saw him led away as she waited for the ambulance.
And I was, rubbing my stomach, asking the baby to kick for me, and she was a trooper because she kicked for me. And at that point, I think that's what calmed me down.
Ferguson was carrying an angry manifesto of grievances.
My sense of justice is a sense of justice that is almost without blemish.
He gave his first interview to Pix 11 at the Nassau County Jail, later firing lawyers William Kunstler and Ron Kuby, who said they had initially planned a black rage defense.
Why should we have a circus here? Why should we have an obscene spectacle of a crazy man representing himself?
But that's what Ferguson did, cross-examining his victims on the stand.
You played dead.
That's right. I was hoping to God you thought you already got me.
Well, I remember him asking me, do you know who shot you? And yes, you shot me.
What is your verdict?
Guilty.
Ferguson sent to prison for more than 300 years after survivors made victim impact statements. But Ferguson's evil act inspired others to action. The parents of Amy Federici donated her heart and kidneys to needy recipients. Carolyn McCarthy, who lost her husband on the train, took her gun control fight to Congress. Her son, Kevin, who was sitting next to his dad, recovered from a severe brain injury.
It's been a long, hard road with many hurdles.
Lisa Combatti went on to raise her daughter, Kim, born in February 1994.
That's when your daughter was little.
This is her christening, yeah.
And she also raised a son. But Combatti says the period after Thanksgiving, when holiday decorations go up, can be difficult.
The Christmas lights are like a trigger for me.
Yet Combatti, a vice president at Deutsche Bank, didn't stop taking the train.
I would defiantly sometimes take it on December 7th and sit in the same seat that I was in.
Remarkably, the time for the train to Garden City didn't change for 30 years. It was 5:33 p.m. until this year, when the MTA reconfigured its schedules with the opening of Grand Central Madison.
And that was like closure for me, to not actually have to look at the schedule and see that 5:33.